To all my brothers and sisters out there that street preach and evangelize in person, I have so much respect for you guys, first off. But I wanted to give a little bit of advice to some, because the ones of y'all that I follow, you're doing amazing. But I know there's so many people out there that want to do it and don't really know where to start, because they may have come from a fairly decent upbringing. They may have been in the church their entire life, so they don't really know how to speak to the very broken, speak to the very lost. So I just want to give you guys the one thing that I've noticed that street evangelists do wrong for the most part. Again, not you guys that I follow, you're doing great. But for the most part, is immediately going into scripture. I'm going to tell you right now, whoever you are speaking to, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. They're going to zone out. They're just going to be like, okay, you're just speaking things to me that I have no idea what it means. Remember what Paul says, we have to feed with milk first. So we have to feed with milk, and we have to approach them where they are. So this is where it kind of takes someone who's gone through a lot of stuff too, to be able to meet them in the dirt where they're at and be like, yo, I've been there. I know what this life is like. I know what you're feeling. I know what you're experiencing. And you're able to equate it to something that they can understand, a language that they can understand, as opposed to just being like, well, in John 8, blah, 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 it says XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Like, yeah, sure, that can plant a seed. Why not? But you're really not going to get through to them. Like, you're just not, for the most part. Sometimes you will, but the street preachers that I watch that do a really good job, they also ask a lot of questions about that person. So again, they don't immediately just go into talking to that person. Like, they go in and they act curious about that person and their life, and they care. They genuinely care. They're like, can you tell me why you XYZ, or what drove you to participating in this? What made you feel like this is the right path for you? Stuff like that. Like, ask questions, be genuinely curious and open and understanding, not in a way of enabling, but understanding in a caring way of being like, hey, I want to hear your story. And then I want to tell you what I know can help you, because it helped me. And I just want to give it to you as an option. So yeah, just don't go into it with the knowledge that you have as an experienced Christian. I'll just put it that way. Because I know that the ones of us that are so deep in our faith and have dissected and analyzed and got so deep into scripture, it's hard for us sometimes to back and remember that we are speaking to someone who needs to be fed with milk. Someone who's may have never even heard of Jesus in their life, who've never even heard one Bible verse in their life. And I used to be that person. So that's why I am gifted to be able to speak to people like this, because I know how to preach the gospel to them without even saying one Bible verse. But essentially, that's what it is. You really need to meet people where they are, just like Jesus did, just like Paul tells us to, and feed them with milk so they can digest it. That's the key word. They need to digest it. Because if you're trying to shove solid food in their mouth and they can't even chew that, they're going to spit it out. So just remember that, guys.